Hello, this is Kev and welcome to the Year in Review 2024. Throughout this video, we are going to do a personal and professional Year in Review. 2024 is coming to a close, and this is a fantastic time of the year as we have been finishing the year as strong as possible. Wherever you are in your life or business, we're going towards the festive period where the time will come for us to spend time with our loved ones, our husbands, wives, our children, our relatives. And before we go into a brand new year, 2025 is just around the corner, it's always important to actually do a reflection first and go through the year as much as you possibly can. Ask yourself some really powerful questions. What went well? What didn't go well? What did we learn? What did we experience? What would we have done differently? What are our failures, our successes? And this is a really, really important time as we attempt to position ourselves ultimately for what we're trying to do in this one lifetime that we have. We're only here for a short period of time, and I've always attempted to share that you, me, we want to create an ultimate vision for our lives. It's like the North Star. Where are we heading? It's the compass, and that is a long-term approach. It's a long-term mindset. We want to set goals in 2030, 2040, 2050. And I know it seems maybe like far-fetched, but there are some core principles that me and you will already know about ourselves today. How you want to live your life. What's meaningful to you? Are you driven by freedom, contribution, growth? What impact do you want to have? What do you want to build? Where do you want to go? And therefore, although long-term goals is difficult because of so many changes that happen on a day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month basis, it's always important to, a little bit like if you was in a forest, to climb up a tree and see the landscape, see where you are. Are you going in the right direction? So this video, get yourself a cup of coffee or a tea, however you want to do it. I, first and foremost, wish you a very, very happy Christmas, happy holidays with your loved ones, with your friends, your family. I wish you good health. I wish you well. And let's get on into a year in review. Now, I do go into a deeper year in review internally with the team, operations across our organization, but I want to just have a conversation and put the camera on as we are preparing around our home to enjoy this festive period. So let's start from a personal point of view. So I came into 2024 knowing personally that this is going to be most likely the most special years of my life. The reason for that is because we got engaged in Turkey August 2023, and we had planned to get married in August 2024. So coming into the year, into January, we knew that it was going to be one of the most special years of our lives. I've been together now with Kylie for 18 years. We got together when we was 18 years old by the most fortunate circumstances. I count my blessings truly on a daily basis on the fate, the luck, the lucky stars, whatever you want to call it, that I had the privilege of bumping into Kylie one evening as I was walking home from work when I was, turning 18 years old. I was 17 at the time. And we've now been together for 18 years. We have two amazing children. Theo, who is going to be 17 soon, and Harper, who is going to be 10 soon. So we have an incredible family, and we're so grateful We still think about Bonnie every day. For those that maybe don't know, we unfortunately lost Bonnie in 2022. And our family, we wanted to complete our family, right? There's Kevin Blackburn, there's Harper Blackburn, there's Theo Blackburn, and Kylie, although obviously she's, fundamental to our family, she was not a Blackburn at that moment in time. So we came into 2024 knowing we wanted to get married. And, for me then at that point, and one of the things that I do is I go through photos as I reflect on the year. We wanted our wedding to be an enjoyable process throughout everything. So we started a podcast where we were talking about, it was called Marriage Material. We haven't done an episode for some time, but Marriage Material was born. We wanted to go into the year and create what we call Wedding Wednesdays, where every Wednesday we would be off, and we were also very much health and fitness driven. We wanted to do everything we possibly could to feel good about ourselves on our wedding day. So we wanted to incorporate a number of different areas of our life into a single thing. And Wedding Wednesdays was a great time for me and Kylie to spend time together, to plan the wedding, and we just went for walks. We would go for walks around different trails. We would walk across town. We would pretty much walk everywhere. We would walk to pick Harper up from school. We would walk pretty much everywhere. And Kylie was also then going to the gym in the mornings. She would get up at 5 a.m. and start going to the gym. I would go for my kind of runs on a morning basis. Kylie would get back around about 7 a.m. I would then go out for my run, and I found a really good trail or a route around where we live, and it's around about 4 kilometers, which means that pretty much every day I was waking up, going for my 4K run, because all I was trying to do at that point was just trying to burn calories, right? Just get my calorie deficit right. And that was pretty much the sole focus. It was spend time on a Wednesday, plan wedding. Because we get married abroad in Ibiza, we had a wedding planner, we had to communicate, we were doing Zoom calls. We needed to start planning to go and visit them. So April, we wanted to go and visit so we could finalize details and venue, etc. During this time, we wanted to obviously look for outfits, Kylie's wedding dress and my wedding suit. So we were really spending great time together, as well as with our family and friends. Every occasion was a celebration. Every time Kylie went out with her or asked her bridesmaids, hosted an amazing bridesmaids proposal. It was truly incredible and really special. But every time we wanted to make an occasion of it. We knew we was going to get married just once, right? And we don't intend on ever getting married again. So we wanted to really experience the whole journey of proposal to planning and just enjoy every single moment of it. So that's what we did. Everything that we could, we wanted to celebrate. We had friends round. We were having meals and nibbles and takeaways and drinks, and every single occasion we celebrated. My best men proposal, asking my best men, going out for finding suits, which was a full journey in itself, while trying to continue to work out, lose weight, and it was pretty wild. We were getting married 3 times, so we had a UK wedding in July that we had to prepare for. That was to make it legal, and then we would fly out to Ibiza to have our wedding ceremony there. And then for those that couldn't make the Ibiza wedding, we then hosted a real big party at the back end of August. which basically meant that pretty much 2024, from a personal sense, was all about was all about health and fitness, all about marriage, all about wedding prep, all about really just enjoying the fact that we only want to get married once, and we thoroughly enjoyed it, every single moment of it. As I look back on photos, I have zero regrets on the entire process. It wasn't stressful, it wasn't hard, it was enjoyable, it was secretive. We didn't tell anybody where we was going to get married. There was a lot of registry office planning, Ibiza planning, traveling out to Ibiza, which was the most amazing time, going for early morning runs in Ibiza, going to the gym at the hotel in Ibiza with Kylie. And we really wanted to thoroughly just enjoy this entire year. And, whatever you've done in your personal life this year, it's important to live life as well. I know we're business owners. I know if you're watching this, the chances are that you may be running your own business, starting running your own business. But it's so important not to let the years pass. And we have many areas of our lives, not just business. Obviously, we've got our families, our loved ones, our health, right? We've got so many things, and you can only do so much at any given time, and you do your best, right? You do your best. And I am so grateful from a personal sense that we had incredible solidification of our friendships, our families, seeing our family traveling from around the world. We're so grateful. All the messages that we experienced this year, the amazing things like from a Theo perspective, leaving school, Harper really coming into her own. She's that first 10 years of life, they just grow so quickly. And Harper's really got her own personality now. She's got her own sense of humor now. Love her so much. Every day she makes me smile. Theo is going into adulthood. He's 16, turning 17, going to be 18. So very much leaving school, going to college, next steps. So there's like lots of things happening. And when I look back in 2024 and just some of the photos, and I will be flashing some photos up throughout. I've been kind of saying this. Honestly, I'm so grateful. Grateful for our families, grateful for our friends, grateful for bridesmaids and best men, and of course, my dear wife now. I just couldn't be prouder. It still hasn't actually sunk in. It still chokes me up that I'm a husband, and that's a truly humbling and just a proud thing, because I'm so lucky to have found the love of my life, who I've grown up with, who I've gone through ups and downs with. We've experienced the hardest of times and the best of times, and I'm her biggest supporter. She's my biggest supporter. We ride or dies together. I couldn't wish for a better wife in my life. Not just my wife, but my best friend. She makes me laugh. She makes me smile. We have good drinks. We have good banter. We have we dance. We sing. We reflect. We talk. We hope. Right. We go on this life together, and it's truly amazing. I couldn't be more thankful from a personal point of view. I am really happy with my friendships. I still got some work to do from a health and fitness point of view, but I've actually ended up losing well over 1 stone. For my wedding day, I felt better than I certainly did at the start of the year. I'm happy. I was happier. I was more joyful. I felt just more comfortable in my own skin. And I'm not 100% where I want to be, and you may not be either, but I was happy with progress. And I ended up doing a 90-day challenge, which was so enjoyable, really forced me and pushed me. I've doubled my activity. I'm over 320 kilometers recorded activity through Runkeeper. And overall, I just couldn't be prouder. Naturally, there are things that I could have maybe done better, of course. It's been a busy year. I've tried to, I would like to have maybe seen some of my friends a little bit more, or my other longer friends from back in school and things. It's been difficult to arrange. I've got some great friends like you may do from school, and you only see them once in a while. But every time you do, it's just a fantastic time to catch up. It was truly special to have my mum with me. I love my mum very, very much. It's been I've not lived with my mum since I was 11 years old. So having my mum here to enjoy our wedding, to enjoy and have a glass of cider together or a fish and chips together, shower the office together. It's truly been. It's actually been one of the most amazing years, personally, that I could have ever asked for. And every day, I feel like I'm living the dream. I truly do. And, professionally, it impacts your personal life. And I've learned a lot about my mindset this year, when there's so much going on. Sometimes you can feel overwhelmed. Sometimes you can feel that there's not enough hours in the day. You're trying your best. I don't know, there was maybe a few times this year where with the best intentions, you try your best to resolve things, and maybe you didn't get to it quick enough, or you should have done this, or you should have done that. And there were times this year where there's so much going on. I've really needed to work on the philosophies of the massive action ecosystem, my massive action mindset, trying to look after this and being aware of what's happening with your energy. Energy can be taken from you, energy can be given to you. And there's everything around you, whether it's your home, whether it's what you look at on your phone, whether it's the things that you eat or drink. Everything's giving you energy. And there were a number of things that I was working through, and I have been working through, when it comes to, and this is why I like my running. When I get my AirPods in, and I'm suffering physically because I'm doing my run, I'm sweating. Every part of me wants to stop, but I'm like, no, I must get to the finish line. I just think, I meditate, I try to play out emotions that I'm feeling, to let go. So I have, in my runs, I've laughed, I've shouted, I've cried, I've sighed, I've tried to be silent, I go through many emotions when I'm running. I don't know whether anybody does this. If you do that, let me know. I call it like my running meditation, where I can just try to release any form of struggle that I'm going through. And I think running and physical exercise in general has many benefits for that. So yeah, I go for my runs. I try to, anything that I'm feeling, I try to just let that negative energy out. And after a run, and you do stop, and you're like sweating, you feel better, and it allows you to go again and get weight off your back. Because this lifetime that we have, we're adults, right? I'm 36 now, but there's a lot of responsibility from family from business. There's lots of responsibilities that rest on each of our shoulders. And the journey that we go on for parents or relationships or business, we have to find our own way and what works for us. And I've certainly tried my best. I've tried to share it on my YouTube channel. Not everything has been massive action, massive action, massive action. I've tried to share the ups and downs. I've tried to share what we've gone through with Bonnie. I've tried to share because I feel like that allows me to be on this journey with you. So it's been the best year of my life, and it's also been one of the most challenging years of my life, personally. And I will look back on 2024 with overarching pride that I'm a husband, our family is complete, our relationships that we have with our friends are solid, based on core values. I've learned a lot about people that you think maybe are your friends and they're not your friends. I've learned a lot. And for anybody that's watching this, and if you are still here, I truly appreciate you. I've always attempted to say I appreciate you. And I want you to be as successful as possible. Okay, that was from a personal point of view. So grateful, amazing, really set us up for what 2025 has in store, which I actually think is going to be the most transformational year. I think it's going to be absolutely epic year. It's going to be a lot of uncertainty, and I'll have more videos kind of coming out, but it's going to be amazing. Let's go from a professional point of view. Professionally, this year, let's go through the months. January it kicked off with a absolute bang. What a year to start. We went over to Poland. We went over to the Know-How Conference. My good friend Maggie, who we've recently just done a video with, you'll be able to find it on the channel. We went out to Poland. I was asked to be a guest speaker. Over 100 people there, over 2 days, 2 speeches. It was truly absolutely amazing. Loved it, loved meeting everybody, and I love doing speeches. I love helping people, and there's nothing more powerful than being in person where true connections are formed round the dinner table, round a conference, round networking, and I've met some brand new friends. It was truly absolutely amazing. So thank you to Maggie, the whole team of Adrian, everybody has been absolutely amazing. Poland to visit for the first time, to Warsaw, later on to Gdansk. Incredible country, incredible history, incredible culture, which I highly recommend everybody to try and go visit. It's really, really nice. It's very nice. It was wonderful I'm just looking over some photos here. I still see snow, right? Back in Warsaw, there was snow. It was cold. It was absolutely incredible. Also went to a number of dinners through James Sinclair. Learned a lot from his, his executive club. He really solidified the need and the want to build a wider business with complementary businesses for long-term diversity, long-term integration, how they could be supportive of one another. And I'd been thinking about different diversification and different businesses, and that was truly one of the solidifying moments when I saw and I met incredible people going out for meals, went out for a meal over at his hotel. He's doing 40 million plus per year, acquiring businesses, folding new businesses into his existing group. And I knew I wanted to start that process. So one of the first things that we thought about was, okay, how does a housekeeping service look like? Because at that time, we were having housekeepers around or cleaners around our home, cleaners around our workplaces, and we thought there's a gap in the market here. We thought we're already growing in expenses with our cleaning capabilities, and we thought, okay, it's a completely different industry. It can fold within our existing business, and we started. For the first 6 months, from kind of, I think, February to kind of August, it was all preparation. We planned in September then to launch what is now systemized housekeeping. And that has been incredible because it's a brand new business that folds into our existing group. It's complementary to our group. And it's a different industry, which gives us diversification. It's local, where we're in businesses, we're in homes. And it's a brand new complementary that ultimately helps everything. I was, whenever I join masterminds or try to learn or executive clubs, I really go deep into, why did you do this? How did you do this? And I had a fantastic meal. I was literally sat at the dinner table, and I was literally sat right next to James Sinclair himself, and we started talking. And I had the opportunity then to ask him a number of questions, like, why did you do that particular business, Mash Farm, or why did you do Party Pieces, or why when I'm just curious. And he's everything he said was like, that makes complete sense. And that is then when it was like, okay, we'll start to build an existing businesses that feeds an overarching business. So that was from a housekeeping perspective. We'd already behind the scenes had been working on ClickBuy with Martin, because we knew that AI was going to be a big impacting technology for 2025. And so we already knew that was going to be coming out. So we'd planned that for July launch. We'd planned systemized housekeeping for September launch. And we knew we wanted to fold other areas of our business that folds into our fulfillment and our logistical, the wider group. We have a systemized group ultimate vision 2030 with all these complementary businesses that fold in with one another, which also now includes health and wellness with Sammy. That is also folds into our existing group. It's just in a health and fitness industry where we've been starting to build out even more of platforms with the community into the future, physical products that we can store in warehouses. And all these businesses now fold into the larger group. It provides more opportunity, more diversity, more decreasing in expenses because we can fold things in-house, and it takes advantage of not only a physical service locally, not connected to the internet, an AI technology company, which I'm so excited about from a Martin perspective, which is the future, and also from a private label perspective. So they're the three kind of new folding into the business. And that's taken some challenge in itself. There's a lot of work involved. Team has been fundamental to that. We would not be able to do what we do if it wasn't for the team. And we couldn't be happier going forward. Truly, it's those three have got great, amazing things. From a fulfillment point of view and a logistical point of view, We came into the year with some difficulty. We had too many staff inside our offices in the warehouse. We had six people in one office, another 5 in another office, and then I was out in the kind of the reception area. So we knew, okay, we need to start looking for potential offices. So during the first half of the year, it was very much looking for different potential offices, looking for that expansion. We knew we wanted to have, from a productivity point of view, you don't want to stumble over each other. We knew we wanted to have a systemized group headquarters, and we looked around for many different options, and we ended up finding the option that we had, which came in a really, really good position, because then we, in March, we announced the Systemized Summit. This was an in-person event that we haven't hosted an event since 2019, before COVID. So we wanted to do a return of an in-person event. This was challenging because we only had like 7 weeks to prepare for it. Not only was we moving into a new office, we also wanted to truly provide the best experience possible for everybody involved, our partners involved, and really just, you know, experience hospitality events the best way we possibly can. Everything from lanyards to red carpets, to energy, to music, to people's stories, to value, to real connections, to going out for a meal. We truly put absolutely every ounce of our energy into that. We really, really did. The team did incredible work in preparation, operational warehouse, getting it all prepared, the administration, the tickets, the lanyards, the health and well-being, the videography, the drone, the logistics on stage, a microphone and chairs. It was truly we couldn't have been happier. We got so much feedback from hosting that event. It was truly incredible. I'm grateful for all that have provided feedback on our Systemized Summit. Really, really exciting. Really amazing. Once that was done, we then went into setting up from an office. The office needed a full rebuild. It needed refurbishing entirely. So that was a full experience. And during this time, we're learning a lot from what's happening on Amazon, what's happening logistically. You know, logistically is a very complex business that we run. There's a lot involved. You know, exporting around the world, working from a systemized logistics perspective and all our carriers, there is so much know-how involved, from codes from commodity codes to storage to fuels to working with these logistical companies, the legislation, the aviation authority. There's so much involved, and as you are growing and learning, you also getting requests that come in, and can we do this and can we do that? And as a business, you are attempting to manage all that. With changes in the marketplace, Amazon restrictions, with changes in exporting, commodity codes, and ultimately legal, and you know, making sure that everything is legit, trainings, and then the operations and shipping the volume that we do. There's so much involved in that, and you know, I am truly grateful for the impact that we've been able to make. It's been truly an amazing experience to see and being able to support people build their businesses. And we're grateful. We always have been. We try to be as supportive as we possibly can. We've learned a lot. We've learned a lot on building businesses, what it actually truly means to be a business owner. Not just the front end, but the back end, right? The processes, the systems, the team building, the administration that's involved. It's as you go on your journey and as you grow and continue to work towards the business that you want to build, you will experience at some point that your business is so many different areas. The back end is vitally important, just as the front end. The ability to process large sets of data, volume, making sure accuracy is there, making sure that you are legally satisfying everything that you have to do, from your expenses to your incomings, protecting yourself the best you possibly can against those that will try to do you harm. We've experienced a lot this year, and a lot of it has been it's challenging. It's been lessons learned. We've learned a lot about what it means to work with real large global companies. We've learned what it means to work with, the difficulties of startups, and they're maybe not as experienced, and we're trying to guide them and help them become more experienced. I said at the Systemized Summit, we have to build our business for the long term and not just the short term. It's not just about building your business of the present, but also looking at it to the future too. And the biggest recommendation I could give to all is, if you find yourself flip-flopping from one opportunity to another, that's going to cause you issues. And the relationships that you have should be based on values. And one of the values should be, in my opinion, long-term. And you don't want to burn bridges. And we've experienced a year where we've had so much happen. Click by, systemized housekeeping, health and wellness with Sammy, Systemized Summit, learning logistically, office. There's been so many lessons learned. Not all of them have been great lessons learned, and there's been things that have happened that, one, I didn't expect, that I didn't know, and quite shocking. But that's what happens. And there's things that you do learn. There's things that you experience, and all I know, and all you want to know as you go on your journey, is never lose sight of, number one, why you started, and two, the person that you are, the values that you believe in. And if you don't have the same values as other people, which is fine, then it's never going to work long term anyway. You want to have value of integrity, respect. You want to have value in all that. And I've had some great conversations this year. I've built some fantastic friends this year. We've built some great partners this year. We've got amazing things coming from a Systemized Fulfillment Europe this year. It's some amazing things that I couldn't be happier with, but we've learned an awful lot. And it's set us up for what I believe will be an amazing foundational to go into not just 2025, but our second decade. So I've learned a lot about what impacts me. I've learned a lot about the thick skin that you need to have. I've learned a lot about what it's going to take to be successful long term. And I feel like, professionally and personally, that I feel truly tested. So I feel like I've grown. I feel like I've learned. I feel like I'm stronger. I feel like I've experienced and had my comfort zone grow to a next level that it's going to take. Because this next second decade, I'm really, really optimistic on what the level, the next thing that we're going to do. The group we're truly going to push to the kind of the next level in whether that is their housekeeping, home and business services, whether that is from a click buy, and artificial intelligence is going to go incredible, really is, with the platforms. When we go from a private label perspective, health and wellness with Sammy, community building, and different things that we do there. And it's going to be 2025 is going to be quite a year. It truly, truly is. And we're going to be brave. We've got to be brave. We're going to transform. We're going to evolve. We're going to set the stall out for the next 10 years. And for those that are in the new communities and the platforms and the AI, we've put our bets on AI being the future, diversification, and really building into the group. And although it's been tough, just like any year is going to be, I feel more positive and more inspired than ever before. Wherever you are right now, whether you are 1 year in the journey or 10 years in the journey, whether you're just at the start of your journey, just know that whatever you're doing, it's going to be worth it, right? The goals that you have, the vision that you want to build, the life you want to live with your loved ones, your family, your relatives, your experiences, you're going to look back and you're going to have a story. You're going to go through the ups and downs, the entrepreneurial roller coaster. And it's going to be a ride of a lifetime. And whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And that is most definitely, I certainly feel, for sure. I've never been more real in terms of how impactful the mindset of taking massive action has personally done for me in my life. The ability to cope with so much responsibility, etc., but you still show up day in, day out, because it is your duty, it is your mission, it is what you are here to do. If you feel something inside where you go, I have to do this, I have to do this, we're making this happen, you will find that you will overcome everything. And as I now go towards the end of the year, a brand new beginning, optimistic, inspired, and what truly an amazing year ahead. My biggest recommendation, thank you so much first of all for watching this video. Please give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. You need to put AI at one of the top on your priority list. You need to consider diversification of your business, not be too invested in a particular brand, restrictions through Amazon. You need to look at whether that's cross-country expansion globally, whether that is different platforms, most definitely. And you also need to make sure that you've got the right people around you. The people that are truly not just personas, not just what they want to show, they're truly the real deal around your back. So my name's been Kev, inspiring you every single day to keep taking massive action. As always, I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. The YouTube channel's here, over 1,000 videos. It's there for you. Whatever you want to watch, I look forward to seeing you soon. As always, my name's Kev, inspiring you every single day to keep taking massive action. Bye-bye.